Linda, docent at the Beardsley Zoo, and those are some sounds of prairie dogs. And you may ask why we're playing sounds of prairie dogs. You can meet them at the zoo, and today we're reading a book about prairie dogs. It's story time. Welcome to story time. So this book is by Emery and Durga Bernhardt. It's always good to know who writes these wonderful books that we can read together. So I am now going to read this to you. It is just after sunrise on the plains east of the Rocky Mountains. The prairie dogs have seen an intruder. They belong to the squirrel family, which includes chipmunks, marmots, and woodchucks. Of the 5 kinds of prairie dogs, the black-tail is the most common. And the black-tail is the kind that we have at the zoo. So there they are, popping all up from their little holes in the ground, the burrows, which you'll see at the zoo. To build their burrows, prairie dogs use their sharp teeth to cut through roots, made by the trees underground, and their long front claws and short, strong legs to dig, scrape, push, and pile soil. They pile the soil so they can just peek up behind the soil. Prairie dogs have very good eyesight and really good hearing, like your dog, if you have a dog at home. Sometimes prairie dogs fight back against small predators. A hawk perched on a mound in a prairie dog town may be rammed, and attacking weasel may be chased away by a mob of angry blacktails. And a snake invading a burrow may be bitten. This is my favorite picture and story. When prairie dogs meet, they sometimes greet each other with open mouths and touch each other's teeth in a way that resembles kissing. Yuck, huh? If they are members of the same family, they often begin to stroke each other. They clean one another's fur. Can you guess what other animals clean each other's fur? You probably guessed monkeys. Sometimes a prairie dog will invade a neighborhood and challenge the male prairie dog to a duel. Okay. Black-tailed prairie dogs have their babies in the winter near its end in February and March. And guess what? We had prairie dogs born at the zoo, and you're going to be able to see little baby prairie dogs. And this is some pictures of what the little baby prairie dogs look like. They are so cute, and yes, their mommy takes care of them. And the last thing we're going to talk about is what prairie dogs like to eat. Well, they eat grasses in Prairie Dog Town. That's a funny name for where they all live, Prairie Dog Town. And they love to also eat tender new grasses that are very good for them. They do not eat meat. They eat plants. So that is the story of the prairie dogs. And there's one more thing I want to show you. A prairie dog can grow up to 15 inches, which is sort of about my elbow all the way up. That's a full-grown adult prairie dog. And a prairie dog can weigh up to 3 pounds. So I'm stacking up these foods here. It's not because I'm hungry. We have beans, cranberry sauce, and soup. So that's how much they weigh. So I hope you enjoyed our story time. I hope you will come and visit the zoo. On our website, you'll see how to do that, buying tickets online. And finally, I would just like to wish you all a very happy day. And I would like to thank my videographer, Chris, who is my husband. Thank you.